Yo everyone, welcome back to a brand new video or stream here on the maxtigerhdofficial YouTube channel today. We are back with the F1 chat. I know it's a little bit late, but I have been busy with a lot of other things and taking care of stuff. So we are here for the 7th episode of the F1 chat this season. And today we're going to be talking about the Monaco Grand Prix and, of course, the one that's happening right now, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Qualifying is going at the moment, so we will be having a little look at that shortly. I need to spell Azerbaijan. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so we're back with the F1 chat. It was quite annoying that I couldn't do it yesterday, but been a bit busy. I couldn't do it this morning or earlier this afternoon. I was visiting a dog as they have just come from Cyprus and we might be adopting them. So, but yeah, so it's been a tough time, so I'm going to leave that out. But let's get on with it. We won't be live for too long. The race is tomorrow, and to be honest, I don't see any point in why I should really stay on so long. But it is what it is. So yeah, so on to the Monaco Grand Prix review. If I just share my screen, then we can look at who won and the rest of the results from the Monaco Grand Prix. So if we actually put me down here, or no, I'll have to do. Yeah, we can't. Okay, I can't do that. Well, so if we look here, you can easily see Sergio Perez wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Don't want to say he won it out of skill. Sometimes most of the time it was luck really that got him out of it. But Sergio Perez surprisingly wins from everyone else. Carlos Sainz finished P2. Carlos was chasing after Sergio Perez for a while to try and get his first win in Formula One. However, it didn't work out for him so well, and too much was, in the end, just too much of a hassle for him, which really stunned me in the sense that he could have won. There was a massive chance where he could have taken the win here in Monaco, but it doesn't matter. He's always got this one and the next few races. But third came Max Verstappen and fourth came Charles Leclerc. It would have probably been the other way around if there wasn't a bit of fusion going on in between the lines and pit boxes of Ferrari. So, as it says by the title, Ferrari did have a bit of a fumble and a bit of fusion in the pit box as Charles Leclerc was brought in on the same lap as Carlos Sainz. So Sainz was brought in as he was ahead, and Leclerc got brought in as well on the same lap, not knowing how many seconds it would take for the pit stop. They immediately, so they brought him in, and then once they brought him in, I don't know what happened. If I'm honest, I don't know what they were thinking. Because they brought him in, and then after they brought him in, they said, "Okay, box this lap for hards." And then, like, as soon as he entered the pit lane and crossed the pit entry line, he said, they said, "Stay out." His engineer said, "Stay out, stay out, stay out." And then, obviously, Charles Leclerc got quite annoyed at that and threw his arms around a little bit and just like, "Why you do this? the f are you doing, etc. And it just didn't go his way, and double stack was not the best, and that hence why he was finished fourth, not third. So there's always next year, but it should really have been more efficient there from Ferrari. George Russell, however, in the Mercedes, came fifth in front of Lando Norris. It was quite an entertaining one, to say the least, for George Russell. Norris finishing ahead of Lewis Hamilton in the other Mercedes. So Fernando Alonso also getting up there. So it was kind of a weird ending to this race. He finished where he started, didn't really do much throughout. He was just chilling in one place at that moment. But Perez held on for his win. But George Russell and Lando Norris, they're both good drivers and stayed within close touching distance. But Lando Norris, even with the fastest lap, couldn't get past him. So it was one of those where they had to look at from a different perspective. Then you had Fernando Alonso and, of course, the 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. So Lewis Hamilton started 8th. Hamilton didn't have the best time of his life, really. It just wasn't his day again. Like, the Mercedes wasn't helping him at all. And it just wasn't the best for him. So they need to get that sorted. Finishing just in front of his former teammate Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas in the obviously in the Alfa Romeo. Now after being transferred from Mercedes, and he finished ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel getting the only point of the day for Aston Martin, but nonetheless a point to help them stay up a little bit. But yeah, Pierre Gasly came in 11th, missing out on the points with Esteban Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo, Lance Stroll, and Nicholas Latifi all to 15th, 16th, 17th, Guan Yu Zhou and Yuki Tsunoda, with Alex Albon, Mick Schumacher, and Kevin Magnussen all DNFing. Did not finish, and it was really all that they could do. So this is one of those where sometimes it has to look like it has to look authentic in the way that it comes around. So I'm just trying to get things up here. Hold on a second. Right. Right, okay. Well, here is the driver's standings and constructor standings as it stays, I think, at the moment. I'm actually going to have to change some here. All right, we'll go with that for now. I'll change it after this weekend anyway. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, so Max Verstappen leads the Formula One FIA Formula One drivers standings with 125 points, 9 points ahead of Ferrari Charles Leclerc. Sergio Perez stays in P3, George Russell in 4th, 5th Carlos Sainz, 6th Lewis Hamilton. So Perez only 6 points off Leclerc now, so that gives him a chance to overtake him. Russell on 84 points. It's not looking great. Carlos 1 point behind. Hamilton, however, sitting on 50 points, so he's got a massive gap. He's got a 30-point gap at least, 33-point gap between him and Sainz, which isn't helping him out at all in any shape or form. Norris in P7, 2 points behind Hamilton. 10 points behind Hamilton is Valtteri Bottas, 8 points behind Lando Norris with 40. 30 points for Esteban Ocon in P9, 10th Kevin Magnussen with 15. 11, tied with 11 is Daniel Ricciardo and Yuki Tsunoda. However, Daniel Ricciardo finishing ahead in the driver's standings at the moment. Fernando Alonso finishes in 13th with 14th is Pierre Gasly with 10 and 6 points. 5 points for Sebastian Vettel after gaining 1 in Monaco. 3 for Alexander Albon, who's in 16th. Stroll in 17th with 2. 1 point for Guan Yu Zhou in 18th. 19th, 20th, and 21st is Schumacher, Hülkenberg, who is a reserve driver, and Nicholas Latifi in the last 2/3 positions with 0 points on the board scored. Constructors then, Red Bull lead by a significant amount, probably I think about 36 points, as they have 5 wins with Ferrari only having 2. Red Bull sit on 235 with Ferrari on 199, so that's 36 points ahead of the Scarlet Ferrari now, the Red Bull. So they should be happy with that. Mercedes still sitting in 3rd, strong-ish, with 134 points. Obviously, no wins from here on down the table. McLaren, obviously, 59 points behind Mercedes in 4th. 5th, Alfa Romeo with 41 points. Alpine could overtake them, though, if they get enough points. Both drivers get into the point they're in 6th with 40, so they're 1 point behind. Alpha Tauri in P7 with 17 points, however, closely followed by Haas with 2 point difference as they have 15. Aston Martin have 7 thanks to Sebastian Vettel's efforts. And and then Williams have their 3 points, which is very, very separating from 6th. So it's very separating from 6th down to 7th. It's quite a significant difference, but it's about 23 difference. So it is that. Big up Whole Time Podcast. I'm good, mate. How are you? Rudy, hey, sup, Alex, dude. What's good, Bosom? Not much, Bosom. How are you doing? I hope you're well too, my fellow Bosom. But yeah, that reminds me. Go check out Rudy Can't Game. That's his channel there. That's Alex's channel. Rudy Can't Game. Go subscribe. He's on 1.01k now, if not 1.02k. Subscribers. He hit 1k over the past 2 weeks, so please make sure you do go subscribe to him, give him some love. Me, Rudy, and a couple of others have our own clan called the Bosom Ducks, so that's why What's Good Bosom is a thing. But cheers, Rudy. But yeah, his real name's Alex, but I'm not going to dwell on that because it doesn't matter. But yeah, so that is that. That is that. Next, this week's Grand Prix. Well, I'll say this week's. It's tomorrow, so I mean, I can say anything I want. Right, go back there. There we go. Right. Now, Azerbaijan Grand Prix 2022. Now, I'm going to share my screen again. Hold on a second. There we go. There we go then. Right. It's the 10th to 12th of June, Azerbaijan 2022. So we're in Baku City Circuit. First Grand Prix was 2016. 51 laps around this circuit. It was about 57. to start with, but then they've moved it to 51. It was just a little bit too much. Circuit length is 6.003 kilometers, with the race season being 306.049 kilometers, with the lap record set by Charles Leclerc in 2019, 143.009, with the season of also him crashing into the castle section, which is which is here. So let's go on to a virtual lap. So as you can see, turn one. So you go down the straight. Turn one is pretty simple, basically the same. It's basically a large rectangle. This bit, go around the corner. It's very tight if you have someone side by side with you, but it's fine sometimes. And go around here, and then it's quick. It's not really a chicane. It's more of an open chicane, and then you go around, and then you go up the straight, and then it's the chicane. So that's that, and then you go around here. This is the corner going into castle section. So you go the brake, woo 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 woo, and then all the way out, and then down this bit. This is the longest section of the track, so you go all the way around. It's these are corners, but it doesn't really feel like them too much. Hard on the throttle, go down on the power even more as soon as you get into turn 15. Then you turn into 15 very slowly, brake very quickly on the 100, then brake around the corner, and then get set off, and then round this bit into the final sector. Then you have this little bit of chance where it's a little bit of a weave, and then you go through up into 17, then 18, then 19. So it's a bit of that motion, if you will. And then you go all the way around the final corner, turn 20, and then all the way up to the line. It's a very, very long straight, that final straight. So you need to be careful of that. Let's go on the virtual lap. Alex Albon will give us it in apparently the Toro Rosso. We'll see about that. But yeah, let's just watch what he said, and let's listen to what he has to say. Let's do that. There you go. Let's listen to what Alex Albon has to say.
Hi, I'm Alexander Albon. I'm here to show you a lap around Baku. So here we go on board in Azerbaijan. Going into turn one, I think it's the most hectic turn one in the whole calendar. You can see by the safety car restarts for yourself. Yeah, big chaos. Turn two, braking around 75 meters, getting right to the wall. It's quite a cool effect there, because when you get so close to the wall, you can hear the echo of the engine. And yeah, it's quite cool. Coming into turn three, braking around 80 meters. The lap time here is just trying to get as close to the wall on the left side as possible. You always think you're going to hit the wall, but you never do. And then turn four here, it's a little bit safer. You've got the curbs, but again, bringing it to the wall. This double kind of corner, it's really cool. I think it's quite specific. We never really drive that kind of corner. It feels more like a roundabout than anything. And then you come into this corner where it's just really tight. Brake as late as possible, really stop the car and rotate and go. So yeah, here we go into the hardest part of the circuit, going through the walls. It's always the kind of lap where, in qualifying anyway, you really put it on the line for that one time. Here we go through high speed left, it's easily flat with our cars. And then you come into one of the hardest braking points of the season, actually, up and downhill, so you have to really modulate the brake. Final corner for us anyway. Brake downhill, by this point the tyres are gone, so you're sliding around everywhere. And then yeah, final chicane, quite easy flat, but when you're following it's really, really sketchy. Trying not to hit the walls. And you have this massive straight to the finish line. Yeah, when you're doing a qualifying lap like this, you just kind of hug the wall and reduce the distance. But yeah, that's it.
There we go then. So that is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So It's not even a poster. It's a flag. This is actually a flag. But yeah, unless you're talking about that up there, that was from, yeah. Kind of says what it is from. Bit of feedback in the, yeah, it happens. But yeah, so, yeah, well, my face blocking it, so it's fine. But yeah, so it's going to be a tough one, really, in my opinion. It's not going to be the easiest race for any drivers, especially with DRS giving you a massive launch between two cars. It's one of those Grand Prix that is a very tough one, to say the least, when you're kind of a mid-pack driver in Formula One. But yeah, it is what it is, and it's very, very tough indeed sometimes around that final chicane where it's pretty flat. It's lit. Your wheel, you have to do that with your wheels. It's like that, and then it goes like that, and then you have to go like that, and then you have to go like that again, and then you have to somehow avoid the barriers without breaking yourself. But yeah, so it is what it is, and this race is going to be good, hopefully. So that should be all okay. Let's move on to the final bit then. Qualifying and race predictions for top 5. Now, this actually should. This feels better on a ticker, if I'm honest. But yeah, there we go. So, qualifying and race predictions. Qualifying's done, so not doing that. So that's fine. Tomorrow's race, though. Do I see Charles Leclerc or anyone actually winning like that? So Leclerc's obviously taken pole, as a couple of you may have seen already. So Leclerc is on pole, with Perez second, Verstappen third, Sainz fourth, fifth, George Russell sixth, Pierre Gasly seventh, Lewis Hamilton. So Hamilton's in seventh. For me, top 5, I'm going to go Charles Leclerc to win it. Max Verstappen to come second. Third will be Carlos Sainz. No, George Russell. Fourth will be Sergio Perez. No, it'll be Leclerc, Verstappen, Sainz, Perez, Russell, and then Hamilton in 6th. Maybe Hamilton 5th, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so unless something drastic happens, I don't see this Perez winning again. But then again, we could get surprised. Verstappen could crash, Leclerc could crash, Sainz could crash. Nobody knows. But so that is it. That is it. Azerbaijan Grand Prix tomorrow. Hopefully we can get a stream. I'll probably stream on the... I might stream on the... Because I can't stream Tuesday, so I might stream Monday night. I'll probably stream Monday night. And I'll probably stream Monday night of episode 8 where we talk through this. And then, Transfer Center will be coming back soon enough to the channel. So hopefully we can get some people on for that. Rudy, or Alex, if you want to come on for that, Rudy, you're more than welcome. It's not a problem because you are an Arsenal fan after all. But yeah, there'll be a lot more content coming to the channel. There'll be Hull City vlogs coming next season. I'll be getting a Hull City membership. Yes, I'll be getting a Hull City membership next season, or for next season. So I'll be going to as many home Hull City games as I can. I'll be going to maybe 1, maybe 2 away games. And then we'll see what happens for everything else. But I am going to be doing some gaming content, as Rudy's just mentioned here. I will be doing some Rocket League content. I'll be doing some FIFA content. I'll be doing some Formula 1 content, maybe. And yeah, so that'll all come in July. And if it does, yeah, it will come in July after the Premier League Championship and League 1, League 2 roundups. So I hope you can join me for those, as well as the gaming content as well that I'll put out on the channel. And then obviously starting from August, there will be some Hull City game content, Hull City vlog content that will be coming around. But yeah, I appreciate you all coming on to watch this stream of late, but I could only do this because I just couldn't fit it in anywhere else on my schedule. And plus the race tomorrow, so I couldn't really do much else. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have all enjoyed. Please make sure you do drop a subscribe and a like on the stream. It'll really support me on the road to 1,000 myself. Also turn on the notification bell as well, just so you don't miss an upload or stream like this. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. Hopefully, it's going to be a good race. We'll see who wins it. Should be a typical race, really. A Formula 1 drivers just doing whatever. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Subscribe, like, turn notifications on, and comment what you want to see next. If you didn't get a chance to be on the live chat, and yeah, I will be making a couple of videos soon enough, hopefully. But until then, until Monday night, I will see you next time. Thank you, everyone. This has been the F1 Chat, episode 7. Sergio Perez wins chaotic Monaco Grand Prix after Schumacher crash and Ferrari pit stop fusion. Goodbye, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you on Monday night. Bye-bye.